Hi, mathematicians. So as you know, we've been working on division. On Friday, we worked on dividing by 7. Today, we're going to focus on dividing by 8. And we're going to learn two strategies and review two strategies that can help us when we are dividing by 8. The first strategy is repeated subtraction. And the next strategy is to use related facts. So I have a problem here, and we're going to work on solving it together using both of those strategies. So here's the problem. At the camping store, firewood is sold in bundles of 8 logs. Can you make a picture in your head, right? Bundles of firewood. Miss A has 32 logs to put in bundles. How many bundles of firewood can she make? Now, mathematicians, how many times are we supposed to read a math word problem? Twice. You got it. So let's read it one more time now that we've kind of pictured it in our head and pull out the important information. So it says at the camping store, firewood is sold in bundles of 8 logs. So that means there's 8 in a group. So there would be 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, and they're in groups of 8. Miss A has 32 logs to put in bundles. So that's how many individual logs I have. How many bundles of firewood can she make? So if I have 32 logs and I want to put them into bundles of 8, how many bundles will I need to make? So what is the important information here? Now we know we're working on division, but I also know this is division because there's some keywords to help me. I'm picturing them in groups, right? And we have our big amount. So what should be my dividend here? What is my dividend? Remember, in division, we always want to start with the biggest number. So it's 32. Great. So I'm going to be doing 32 divided by what? What is our other known number? 8. That's correct. And we're trying to figure out what that equals. So the first strategy we are going to use to solve this is repeated subtraction. So remember, we're going to use repeated subtraction to solve this. So remember, when we do repeated subtraction, we want to start with the biggest number, our dividend. So I'm going to be starting with 32. And what am I going to be subtracting every single time? Remember, it's repeated, so I'm subtracting the same number every single time. 8, right, and I'm subtracting 8 because that's what we're dividing by. So I'm going to do 32 divided by 8. 32 minus 8. 32 minus 8, okay. That is 20. Why am I blanking? 24. See, even I have brain freezes. Now I'm going to do 24 minus 8 again, right? 24 minus 8 is 16. Now I'm going to do 16 minus 8. And I get 8. And now I'm going to do 8 minus 8. And I get 0. Remember, we always stop at 0. Then we'll take a look and see how many times did I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So since I did it 4 times, I know 32 divided by 8 equals 4. Okay, remember that's repeated subtraction. Another strategy we can use, which we've been using a lot, is our related facts. Remember how the other day I said how important it is to know your multiplication facts when you are doing division, because it's related. They're opposites. They're inverse operations. So let's see if we get the same answer when we use related facts instead. So instead of thinking of 32 divided by 8, I now want to think, what is 8 times what equals 32? 8 times what equals 32? Now you can use any multiplication strategy you would normally use to solve this. I'm going to skip counting. So first I'm going to do 8 16, 24, and then 32. I skip counted 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I know 8 times 4 is 32. So that means 32 divided by 8 is 4. Okay, so remember, those are 2 more strategies you can use when you are dividing: related facts or repeated subtraction. Both 2 great strategies to use when you are dividing by 8. All right, now it's your turn to try. I have a word problem that I want you to try on your own. Okay, it says, Miss A is baking cookies. She made 64 total cookies. She's going to put the cookies in 8 containers. How many cookies go in each container? How many times do I read a problem? You're right, twice. So, Miss A is baking cookies. She made 64 total cookies. What information is important here? What will help you solve? Are you thinking the total of 64? Then you are right. She is going to put the cookies in 8 containers. That's also important, right? How many cookies go in each container? Ooh, the keyword each usually tells me I'm either multiplying or dividing. Now, I know I'm not multiplying these numbers. That's crazy because I already have my total, right? So I'm going to be dividing. So our division sentence would be 64 divided by 8. And it's your job to tell me and figure out what it equals. All right, mathematicians, off you go. You can use any strategy you want. Maybe you want to do repeated subtraction. Maybe you want to do related facts. Or maybe you want to use one of the other strategies we have previously learned, such as making a model or making an array. All right, off you go.